What's going on with y'all? Y'all go ahead and smash the like, hit that sub as y'all come on in. We definitely got to talk about this, uh, about Luka, and I've been, continuously, shitted on, and people said that I was cap about it. They didn't believe in Luka. He was not athletic enough. He don't dunk on people, and he don't do this and he don't do that. Yet and still, though, what he did a few nights ago was monumental. I mean, in my eyes, taking the steal uh, at the Clippers' home, and then not only taking the steal from the Clippers' home, he put up a triple. He put up a triple double on your asses too. Look, I don't know about you, but to me, hey, look, that says a lot. Now, look, I know Clippers fans are, they're like, oh, we're gonna be fine and everything's gonna be all right. I know Lakers fans are loving this. Well, no, they can't love it either though. They can't love it either because they owe one too. But that's a whole nother story. We ain't talking about the Lakers. We talking about the Mavs and we talk about Luka and the wonderful job that they doing. Smash the light and smash the sub as you come on in. Look, I was just on Tiki Stream. He talking about Kawhi, okay? Kawhi Leonard. And shout out to Ticket TV. If you're not sub to him, go sub to his channel. Always bringing, I think, in my opinion, the best content and up to date content. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. He said this. He said Kawhi do have to step up, and will have to pretty much put the team on his back because none of the other Clippers are playing right now at at the level that Kawhi playing. I would give Rondo. I'll give Rondo to some degree uh, a little bit of props or whatever, and that has nothing to do with his points because he only had 11 points, but the way that he could control the ball game. Now check this out. Luka had 31 point triple double. Okay, Luka is one of those type of players that is coming in there to make his presence felt immediately, and that's different from today's players that you see in the NBA. They kind of wait for, for for other players to do what they need to do and all this other stuff. And also, before let me say something real quick too. I also want to give a shout out to two people, two new subscribers too. Okay, one was Teddy Matrix. I appreciate your love and support for uh, subbing to the channel. And another sub is Salmon. Wendy Salmon. Thank you, beautiful queen, for subbing to the channel. And y'all are always welcome to come here, okay? And flex your opinions. But I want to get people's, thoughts on this. A lot of people think that I'm tripping about Luca. I'm thinking well ahead. I know one of my subs, uh, he, we had actually had a debate. Shout out to PSN, but we had a debate, not necessarily the fact that Luca was, you know, the best or anything like that. Not from that standpoint. But I said Luca would get a championship before some of these other players that you see now in the NBA, just for the knack that he has for winning. Now that Luca is doing a lot less, and as Red Pill coming in there, salute Red Pill. Now that Luka is playing at a level to where he feels like he can't be stopped. His confidence is through the roof. Now that's even more scary. He already came in confident. He needed to work on, in my opinion, he needed to work on his defense. He needed to work on his perimeter, and he could have shed it just a couple more pounds. Got a little bit more chiseled or whatever. But some people's body are just not built like that. But this is what I feel. I feel that Luka, he will dominate the series, and if the Clippers don't get it together, they they're going home. They're breaking down because not only does Luka, he's playing better because of just him just being an all out scorer and all out wanting the ball at crucial moments.
Yeah.
Uh, it's coupled with the fact too, Red Pill, that
Yeah.
Luca also has other people that can do other things and can do things just as good as him. You got Richardson, you got Finney Smith. Of course, you can't forget about KP. You got man, who else they got
Dwight
on?
Powell.
They got huh?
Dwight Powell.
Yeah,
Powell
yeah,
the
man.
center. Yeah.
They got Richardson. I mean,
Hardaway
they got
Jr. They got a lot of
some
shooters.
weapons.
They got a lot of shooters.
They
JJ
got
Redick's
weapons,
not playing the series.
huh?
Um, JJ Redick's not playing the series, so that shows a lot of their depth and stuff. I'm not gonna lie, man. The Dallas team's pretty scary. I would not want to go up against in the first round. It's
Nah,
just
hell, absolutely not. And see, Red Pill. A lot of people think like, see, I went on a stream,
yeah,
and everybody was like, oh man, they thought I was tripping when I was talking about Luca, and I said this. I said that he got the
yeah,
potential and probably would win a championship if he keeps playing like he does. He might win a championship before a guy like Giannis Antetokounmpo, before Greek, and everybody
yeah,
just went crazy. Everybody thought that I was tripping. Everybody thought that, oh man, what's
yeah,
wrong with you and stuff like that. But
yeah,
it had nothing to do. It had nothing to do with uh it had nothing to do with just his talent alone. You know what it had? You know what it really had to do with Red Pill? It had to do with the
what?
fact. It had to do with the fact that Mark Cuban is such a he. Okay, Mark Cuban, while he's a shrewd businessman too, he at least he's about opportunity though. He's not like Danny Ainge. He's gonna put you in the best position in the best way possible to be to succeed. That's what he did with Dirk, and that was my argument. Like okay, Dirk, it took him a minute to win a championship, but Mark Cuban set those pieces around him. He still set the pieces. He still set the pieces around him. Now I'm not going to sit here and just say Luca was the whole responsibility for it, because Finney Smith, he had 18. Porzingis, he had 14. Tim
Right.
Hardaway Jr., he had 21. Jalen Brunson had 15, and I felt like Jalen Brunson uh, was a was a key factor in that game.
Yeah.
So I want to hear your flex your opinion, Red Pill. I know you talked a little bit about it, man, but I want to hear the gist of what you have to say, because a lot of people are really sleeping on Luca, and I just think it's disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean, like with the Dallas series and stuff, versus the Clippers. I mean, oh my God, the Clippers were very lucky that Porzingis had a just off game. In my opinion, because if Porzingis had a good game and stuff, I just feel like the Clippers were probably lose between lose by probably I say 10 or 15 around there. Yeah, but I I watched just half of that game and stuff from like the 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 first half and stuff, and I noticed just about the Clippers and stuff is that they're lacking on defense, especially because I noticed that when Porzingis sets the screen and stuff, Zubac's not just communicating or Serge Ibaka, I mean, like, you have to just realize and stuff that defense is going to help you in the games and stuff if you can't score at all. But yeah, I mean, like, what the Clippers have to do is they got to play good team defense, in my opinion. Just like, because like from like just what I saw in the first half, man, like they weren't just talking on screens, or like like the off ball cuts, or just closing out on like shooters and stuff. But yeah, I mean, the problem is, it seems like the the Zubac and Serge Ibaka have like a really hard time, just guarding the 3 point line against Porzingis and stuff. So that shows a lot. There's a lot of flaws on the Clippers defense and stuff, and also like with um it seems like, for the Clippers to win a series, in my opinion, they have to start just Rondo for at least 30 minutes, and they're gonna win. But yeah, about like just Luka and stuff, the guy's been just underrated. The guy's been just under the radar. Like, just because it's just like, I don't know. It's just like, there's all just great players in the like just NBA. Just ranging from like just Giannis, LeBron, Joel Embiid, Jokic, CP3's up there, and etc. But yeah, I mean, Luka has he has a future in the like NBA and stuff, and he reminds me of a just F
Don't
like
say it.
yeah,
Don't say it.
what
Don't say it, man. Who
he
you about
reminds me
to
of,
say,
like a
man?
Larry Bird type of player.
I
It's like
knew
a
you.
Larry.
Hey, man, listen, man. No, 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 no. Hey, look, I gotta stop you there, Red.
He's like a white
Listen, man.
LeBron,
Look.
maybe, like without the like just athleticism.
Yeah, yeah,
That's how
yeah,
I see
yeah.
it,
I
though.
know what you're saying, man. Everybody
Realistically,
say that
yeah,
though. But
yeah,
hey, listen, anytime somebody, that's Caucasian, they come in there and just killing and everything, they are
yeah.
like, yeah, he's the next Larry Bird. He remind me of Larry Bird. I'm like, man,
He does.
oh, can he just be his own player? But I understand what you're saying, though. Yeah, he
Yeah,
he don't he don't rely on his athleticism and stuff.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, if like just Luca wants to take his game to like a next level, in my opinion, I would just just work on my off ball cuts, my conditioning, and also my defense. If I was just Luka Doncic, in my opinion, I I like just I notice and stuff that just most of his 3 point shots are like just off the dribble and stuff. So in my opinion, if the guy could like just maybe like add like a um catch and shoot game, he would be
Right,
nasty. I'm not gonna
right,
lie,
yeah.
man. Catch and shoot game for like for just Luca would be like nasty, man. I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah, because then that would make him even more of a threat because he can do both. He can play both ways. He can play both off the ball, and he'll be able to
yeah,
create his own shot too. Because he could create his own shot anyway. Hey, listen, a lot of people say this too. Oh well, it's not the prettiest. It ain't all nice and all that other stuff. But listen, man, that like some European styles, that it's unorthodox. In the way that they play. Like I'm trying to think like Jokic. He's not the prettiest player, but
yeah,
his impact on the floor. They blew out what's it called Portland yesterday. His impact on the floor is so great or whatever. But man, Jokic should have a triple double and you wouldn't even know it. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
in the way that he playing and stuff like that. and that's the same with Luka. See, Luka had he had a triple double, and some people are like, well, that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, it does because you know why? He was a plus 15 on the floor.
Yeah, that shows a lot right
He
there.
was no, I'm sorry, a plus 19.
Plus 19.
He was a plus 19 on the floor. You know what Kawhi was? He was a negative 15.
Oh shit,
Yeah, he was
that's
a negative
bad.
15.
He
Morris
sh-
Singleton was a negative 23.
he showed like just no like effort on the defensive end. It seems like if that's like just minus 15, then damn, that's crazy. Minus
Yeah,
15. Wow.
he was a minus 15. While Luca was a plus 19. Finney Smith was a plus 15. Porzingis was a plus 13. And Tim Hardaway Jr. was a plus 16, just to name a few.
Yeah,
You
the
know,
funny
and
thing is, Porzingis had a bad game. That's the funny thing right there. So, just Porzingis had a like, just a great shooting game. Oh man,
yeah, yeah,
that's gonna be.
he was off
Yeah.
on the field goal. He only shot 30.8 percent.
Oh
But
wow.
he did have he had 14 rebounds and he had a block,
Yeah.
and that to me, it made up for it though. That's
Yeah.
what he was
Yeah. Definitely.
playing. That's what that
Yeah.
14 rebounds was crucial because you definitely needed rebounding
r-
from that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, I'm tripping. No, he only had he only had 4 rebounds. It was what's it called that had the rebounding had the rebounding.
Luca.
It was Doncic and it was Cleaver. I'm sorry. Excuse
Uh,
me. He had four.
Kleber. Okay. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, like, the sad thing is, if the Clippers go out in the first round, man, I think just Kawhi's like, I think, like the guy's gone. uh, Kawhi's probably gonna be gone, and I don't know
Absolutely, absolutely, he gone. Yeah,
what teams is he gonna sign with though. Like,
Why
what?
Kawhi Leonard is gone, and some people are talking about. Well, I know Big
Yeah,
Who yesterday said that
yeah.
he wanted somebody like Jimmy Butler and him to link up together one way or another. But I
Oh,
was
the
like,
Miami Heat.
I don't see it happening.
I mean, like, I have a feeling it just if I mean, if the Clippers do lose in the first round, I have a feeling Kawhi is gonna like just go to like the Warriors or the Heat in my opinion. I don't know why. I just have a feeling for some reason.
Right. Hey, Red Pill, hey, Young, what
Or
you got on this,
no
man?
worries.
Hey, you left kind of quick.
No,
Last
my
night.
dog was barking because it was fixing my people's house. I had to chill with my dog, chill with my dog, but it's good now.
That's all good.
Oh, okay, okay. What you got a pit, man?
For Luca,
Oh, okay, okay.
Lucas beast.
I mean for Luca, the only way to me how to stop him is like we watching
Oh
this
no,
game.
I was asking what kind of dog you had. I would say you were
What
working
kind
with
of dog?
them pit.
American American Bulldog.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, well, man. I bet you that motherfucker was expensive, huh?
No, not really. She was
It
free.
wasn't.
No, my mother worker, a coworker, a friend. She had a dog.
Oh, you had a plug on it.
Yeah, she had birth. Yeah, her dog had gave birth, and we got the son, the dog's son.
Okay, yeah, them motherfuckers, hey, they in my line though, young, that motherfuckers be expensive, cause
I don't know how much it costs. I don't know. I just never.
yeah, they be expensive. I knew a guy that had some puppies, man, and he was selling them. They was really expensive between
Yeah.
them and what was it, rocks, man. They be high prices. It be the pits that really be cheap though, sometimes unless they red no.
Mhm.
But anyway, man, yeah, go ahead, young man. You got go ahead, man. Let me hear what you got on Luca. I gotta hear this.
I mean, the for Luca, no, it's me. Is like we're watching this game to see that how Luca was being guarded. It's not much. PG and Kawhi can do because they could make him take tougher shots, but then you ended up with Pat Bev on 6 for 7 Finley Smith shooting catch and shoot threes from Luka. If Luka was just a scorer, then maybe he would be good. They would defend him, but he's a light factor surrounded with weapons around him.
Yeah.
Very very around him. It's pretty much unstoppable if they hit open shots. I'm not expecting them to keep shooting the whole series, but I like how they proven their defense compared to last year. So it's good to see everybody, scrambling defense. And for Kawhi, I think he need to fight through those screens, but that will make him tired. And that's what the whole map thing was to break down Kawhi and PG defensively because they know if they keep fighting through those screens and picking pops and picking rolls, they would eventually get tired.
Yeah.
So Luka used to have great defenders guard him, so I think that he would have an answer for Kawhi again. And that's
Yeah.
what I said to me. Um, George and Kawhi cannot guard Luka for 48 minutes, or else the offense will suffer. Because that fourth quarter, you see that fourth quarter shows you how much energy it takes to play trapping defense. The offense suffered in the end. Most of the shots were off as a result. And this is exactly why one of them should focus on defense and give up the offense. To me, I feel like Kawhi should give up that offense and focus on their defense.
Yeah, definitely.
Paul George to other
Yeah.
superstars. So that's the reason why you gotta have your 1-2 punch in the first place. Because if the other guy has to defend, the other should take over at the end. That's efficiency. Kawhi already did this during his run in Sacramento. I mean, my bad. San Antonio against the Heat. He blew himself against LeBron. Trusted the other guys to run the offense. He trusted guys like Tim and Parker Ginobili. That's why I feel like he should do with the Clippers.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like with the Clippers and stuff, they probably have to go like box and one on just Luka and stuff. Like to at least just contain him. The problem is, I mean, the Mavs have a lot of shooters, so that's the problem, man. Like, if you got a lot of shooters on the floor, I don't think the boxing one's gonna work in my opinion. Like, like just versus Luca and stuff. I mean, like the like just only way is to take him out the game and like just full court deny him and just just agitate him because I've seen like in the past if you like just get into like like just Luca's head, the guy's gonna start complaining. The guy's gonna be like a rage monster and like just rip his fucking jersey in half and shit again. But I mean, yeah, I mean, all you have to do is like just I don't know, just just
God
agitate
damn, Red Pill, it's like WWE and shit.
agitate the shit out of him, because I mean, like the only way you can stop just Luca is just I don't know, just pull the Rodman and just just agitate the crap out of him, just like I don't know, just foul him hard, I
No,
don't know.
no, no, no.
I don't know, man. The old school style, man. I don't know if it's
I
gonna
don't
work.
think.
Hey, Young, did you see that yesterday in Red Pill when Ariza did that shit? He tried to get under skin of Giannis when he got up yesterday.
Oh
When he
yeah,
pressed
yeah, I
him
saw
down,
that.
he pressed him down. And you talk about that type of shit. I was like, man, what the fuck? What was that? But I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to bring some chippiness. He's like,
Yeah,
look, we losing, but nigga, if we lose, we gonna fight. Like,
yeah, yeah. But the with the Miami team and stuff, it's just like I don't know, just what's like just wrong with them. It's just like I guess teams in the NBA they like just figured it, you know,
well,
yeah,
Kendrick Nunn
yeah,
was struggling yesterday.
yeah,
He
yeah.
was lost.
I don't know, just what's wrong with the Miami team. I think it's the like just offensive the offensive sets and stuff are like just very predictable now. I think it's a possibility. That's like just why they lost, and also Jimmy Butler and just Bam have been just playing like shit. Like They
They
didn't play
not on the same
ball.
page.
No, they're not on the same page anymore. Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I mean, they should have just re-signed Jay Crowder and and um and the just other guy, Derek Jones Jr. The problem is, I guess like they had two different views and they just wanted to part ways and just get more money and stuff. But Miami and stuff, I felt like that just Oladipo trade was it was a it was a stupid trade, honestly. I would have just traded for just um
What you think about that trade, Young? Because now it's like he went there, right? And now, sure, he shit out of luck. They shit out of luck. That was a big blow for them
Who?
with Oladipo.
I want to say the one they traded when they traded Jay Crowder and Kelly Ogley. I feel like that messed them up.
oh
Off,
no, yeah,
offensively.
yeah, like it messed him up. It's just like the Miami team this year. I mean, they're just lacking a lot of shooting. Like I don't know, cause with just Kelly Olynyk and stuff. He can space the floor and stuff, but with their new center Dwayne Dedman, I mean, I don't see him spacing the floor at all. I mean, the guy has like a old school style, for the center spot, just rebound and just play defense and just get the garbage points. But yeah, I mean, like that Oladipo trade was like an F grade in my opinion because I already knew that, I mean, the guys are just injury prone and stuff. So if I was the Miami team, I would have took the risk on just Kyle Lowry and stuff, and probably give up. I don't know who I would just give up, but I'll probably just give up Kelly Olynyk or just Avery Bradley and a couple of the draft picks, and I'll get just Kyle Lowry. Yeah, that's just
Yeah,
me though.
because I don't see none. I don't see none going nowhere, and I don't see Bam going nowhere. I could see, and I'm just being real, man. I could see Jimmy going somewhere. I could see him. I could see him going somewhere, and I could see several other. I could even see somebody like uh, Dun- you know what? A lot of teams would go after a guy like Hero and Duncan Robinson because they are automatic.
Okay.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Actually, was trying to keep them in the game. Duncan Robinson. He was actually, for whatever they could do. I mean, they just had no chance of winning or whatever.
Yeah.
And plus, they had to realize what's his name with Forbes shooting the way he was.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even Connaughton. Connaughton didn't even do that much. It was a combination of Forbes and Greek.
Yeah.
Several other people, man. I mean,
Yeah.
they were just killing them, man. Just absolutely just
Yeah.
murdering these guys. At one point, I think it was up 70 something to like 30 something.
They killed the Miami team. But yeah, I mean, I feel like Miami's just game playing just right now. I mean, if I were in their situation, is I gotta just play a lot harder and stuff because if my shots are not falling, I feel like our defense has to be solid. The problem is I noticed that the Miami defense, I mean, the second game was bad. It was horrible. There was no communications on defense, and it was just the Bucks. I mean, um they had a field day draining all those threes, man.
And check
Look at the
this out.
scouting report. Yeah,
Mm,
Check check this out though.
yeah,
Uh, and look, I have to read. Hey, what's up? Wait, what? I see you in here, man. Salute to you, man. Um, look, they what's it called?
yeah.
The plus and minuses for Miami was even worse. Was even worse than I think young who was I talking about last time? I think I was talking about L.A. They was worse than L.A. Listen, Jimmy Butler had a minus 34. Duncan Robinson for I mean, he had a minus 24. I was talking about he was trying to keep him in the game, but he was nevertheless a minus 24. Trevor Ariza was a minus 25. Yeah, I mean, you could literally see that none of them they were out of sync.
Yeah.
I mean, but Chris Middleton, I forgot about him. Chris Middleton, he was a plus 28, even though he had 17 points. Drew Holiday was a plus 37, and guess what? How many points he had? He only had 11. So the contribution that those guys were making were not only just with offense; it was other. They were doing other things on the floor. Because Giannis had 13 rebounds. Drew Holiday had 15 assists.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, but how you feel gonna be the game gonna be today?
Between who?
Brooklyn Celtics, Clippers, Mavs, and what's the last one?
Lakers versus Suns.
Lakers in
Right.
Phoenix, man.
Yeah.
How could you forget that? Yo, come on now. That's the main event. That's
Yeah.
what everybody want to see. That's the pivotal game.
Yeah.
What's up? Wait, what you doing, bro?
Shit, salute to Polo. Salute to the panel. Shout out to the chat. Hey, what's good, man? See
What's
y'all
good,
boy.
bro?
See y'all boy
All
chopping up
right.
the game.
All right.
That-
Look, to answer your question, um, I think the Mavericks they're gonna beat the Clippers tonight. Okay. I think hey, listen, I'm gonna take a risk. I think Brooklyn is gonna lose.
Nah, I don't see it. I'm gonna
I
be
think
honest.
Brooklyn is gonna lose. I just think I can feel it happening, and I think Phoenix is gonna win again. Now, wait,
Wow.
what? First off, I want to get your take on Luka, and then you could tell me all of y'all could tell me in your takes or whatever. After wait what gets done, then go ahead. Red pill, then red pill. Young, you go ahead and go your playoff
Yeah,
takes. But wait,
for sure.
what you got on Luka though?
Listen, I remember I told you this shit before the playoffs started. I told you the young Bulls gonna take over. I'm talking about Trey. I'm talking about Luka. I'm talking about Morant. Like we got to understand that the young Bulls is like that's the NBA coming forward. Spin circle around because as you can see that like Luka, like I said, he's playing point guard, but he really a small forward. And like I said, see this what Clippers fucked up at. What's the point of signing Boogie if you're not gonna use him? Like I seen the Morrison twin out there the other night, blowing free throws when they needed it. You know what I'm saying? I see how they play that defense. Like, yo, only three people I can guarantee. Like, this is how I feel. I feel like Clippers should have had Boogie, Rondo, Kawhi, PG, and just put a shooter out there. Period. I don't
Luke
know.
Kennard.
I just need
Luke
a shooter.
Kennard hasn't played.
Like I said, yeah, but like I kind of figured why they don't want to play Luke Kennard, but like I said, Ty Lue should be better in his rotation. It looked really
Yeah.
bad, bro. Like, cause they
Yeah.
didn't know how to play nobody else. Then, like, my thing is, all right, you don't want to put Kawhi on him all game because you want Kawhi to burn out, but you gotta give him some spurts. You gotta give him some moments of when you can do it, so you can be able to hold off that one. Because what they did in the second half, it just double team them, and then like, okay, we're gonna live and die by Tim Hardaway, shots and everything like that. I feel like dog, you can moments as in like put PG on him, a couple goals, run around, get somebody else on him. I know you like by just double team him all the way through, you definitely putting yourself in the hole, especially if you got elite defensive. Like we heard from Clippers, oh, they got the best two-way defenders, which I don't understand two-way because I feel like basketball is basketball. But either way of that, like they tell you Paul George, Kawhi, Pat Bev, like we got some defenders. They shouldn't be had to double team and triple team with him like that because you're gonna fuck up the other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like you gotta remember, Chris Porzingis ain't show up. He showed up a little bit, but he ain't really show up either. So it's like Clippers didn't realize that okay, we just got the best look in that first half, but he was still dashing them dimes. And that's the others. The others are the one who really took out the Clippers because the Clippers bench ain't really, like I said, he ain't rotating the right people in there. He ain't really play enough time with Ibaka and everything like that. But Dallas got this though, in a way. If Dallas win one more game, I feel like Dallas go up 2. You know, a lot of pressure gonna be on it. I honestly, like, if I had to say, I think both of the LA teams, if anything, they might be knocked out in the first round together. I know a lot of people have been still talking, oh, Lakers that, but nah, Phoenix on a different level because they got a young bull named Devin Booker, and they got that Aiden in the paint. That CP3, yeah, he got in it, but it's really those two other players because they got to show up for them to, like,
Yeah.
be able to go forward. You know what I'm saying? Because CP, like I said, CP he'll navigate it, but he won't really, you know what I'm saying, take you to that hump. You know what I'm saying? But with the side, but with what he got already now, he can be able to do something if them other players are disciplined and not really let the emotion. Because I feel like in the later rounds, Luka emotions will get the best of him because he need to learn how to just calm the fuck down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he be going too crazy when they niggas don't get his calls or anything like that. And I think that's gonna fuck him up in the long run because he gonna have somebody who gonna really like pick at that and make him like damn near foul out if he play a great a great coach because I think Todd Lewis just really fucking it up. Like that is really fucked up. But anything else after that, dog, like yo, like I said, these young boys gonna do it. I don't feel you on the net shit because like I said, I feel like the net, like bro, like that second half and how they came out with their defense with only 40 points in that second half of Boston. Yeah, like they just had what, like I think it was like 15, 13,000 fans. Yeah, imagine like the whole season you just been having like 500 to 1,000 people. So it's not that loud. The impact of that arena, sounds and everything, because sounds do travel. So you gotta understand, like them boys had like bubbles. Like if they were going down, if them shots were knocking down in that first half, that would have been a blowout. I think this type of game now was needed to see how they would, weather the storm, and you can see that when it came out, who they led by, their leader KD, with defensive end, and that defense lead to offense on real shit. As long as they got defense and doing their shit, bro. This like I said, dog, like this shit really remind me of how Golden State is. But what Golden State and what's different between Golden State and Brooklyn is that Golden State didn't have no shooters. They had assassins with Clay and Steph, but who else was out there a shooter? Over here, they got Kyrie, they got Harden, they got Joe Harris, they got Shamet, they got Jeff Green. When they like that's why I feel like this team is gonna do way better than Golden State did they first year because they actually got a accurate team as in that like with Golden State they had a strong 8. These niggas got like now strong 15. Because how they got and like it's like assignments. It's not like, oh, you play all this, all playmakers. Not. It's like, oh, I got my shooters here, I got this person here, I got my rebounder here, I got this bum, I got my pick. It's like it's more a assignment. And the Brooklyn, I feel like them boys really got this shit together. And the media, I know the media gonna try to like jinx it by gassing them up like that. Oh yeah, they're gonna do all this, but I think them boys really focused on some real shit. Like they don't hear none of that shit out there. So hopefully they stay healthy and that shit go well. Phoenix with an upset tonight again. And also Clippers. If they don't win tonight, they done, bro. From real shit. Cause I don't yeah. But with Miami though, I feel like Miami can like come back. I think Miami can really tie the series. Cause they get they good as fuck at home. And Pat Riley and them niggas is and Eric Spoelstra. I don't sleep on him like that, and I won't disrespect him like that because he shows some shit. So like I'm gonna wait till that shit say for Bucks before I say Bucks got this because that'd be disrespectful, and it would be kind of crazy too that both of the competitors in the finals from last year both go out in the first round. That would be kind of crazy. I mean, that really tell you that the bubble wasn't it wasn't really actual finals because the impact of fans. Because now you gotta remember every arena now is like then over 10,000 as in people, so they getting people inside. So that shit do make a difference. But I said a lot already, but shit, that boy took it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Okay. So yeah, like with the Miami series and stuff, I still got the Heat, just winning in like either 6 or 7. Just like because Eric Spoelstra and their culture and stuff is just all about just like the work ethic and and like just like making like adjustments and stuff. So I still got just faith in the Heat and stuff. But if it goes like 3-0, like like with the Bucks and stuff, then that kind of that changes everything. In my opinion. Um. Okay. Okay. The Mavs series, I got the Mavs, just winning.
Let me ask you a question. Do you do
Yeah.
you
Go.
feel like, do you feel like if they had Victor Oladipo right now, would have been tied,
That's a
different,
good.
or just the same?
Oh, that's a good question right there.
Because they needed scoring last night. They did like I said, like that
Yeah,
first
man.
quarter. I promise you, the other quarters they kept up. If you look at that, if you really pay attention to the box scores
Yeah.
and actually watch them games, if you look at that second, third, and fourth, they really was there. That second, third, it just they got punching them out so fucking hard in that first
Yeah.
quarter that they didn't able to
Okay.
recover. It didn't have no stops on that other end because it was going back and forth in the second quarter and the third quarter, and then more of the fourth quarter. Because that's all it was just that gap from that first quarter.
Yeah.
So, like, that's what I'm saying. If they were getting their ass whooped in each quarter like that, then I'd be like, yeah, them boys done. But the
Yeah.
fact that
Yeah.
they was able to keep it, they just ain't know how to handle that first punch.
Yeah. Okay. So with just all the depot and stuff, I felt like that's like another like just scoring like just option, and also on the defensive end, the guy's gonna be solid too. I think he would be guarding probably Drew Holiday or Chris Milton, so that's gonna like help and stuff also. But the problem is, like you have to just realize Oladipo has been like just injury prone his whole career and stuff. So Miami, taking that risk and stuff, and just trading away, just Avery Bradley and just Kelly Olynyk was a bad idea in my opinion. It's like a F grade in my opinion, because like if you just look at the history of just Oladipo, it's all like just injury, like just injury and like just injury, right?
No, I got a question on.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, because he said the Nets. He said the Nets. The second half, when they're shooting. I said to me, the reason why the reason why the Nets went off because Celtics they actually didn't do bad on them, especially defensively. Because I think they made it was the offense that completely crumbled
Yeah,
because
definitely.
they just lost because they lost on my bad they lost Jalen
Jalen
Brown.
Brown. Yeah.
So but people don't know in the first half they held Nets for like 20% 3-point shooting. It had like Robert Williams who
Yeah,
was
like
at
9 blocks.
almost at 10 blocks
Yeah.
and they locked up KD for the first half until
Yo,
Yeah.
young, I'm not even gonna try to cut you
hold,
up.
hold, hold on, I ain't finished yet. Hold on.
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
said they start playing bad because the defense because the offense went down the drain. So once the offense went down the drain, that's when KD started. That's when the Nets in the second half they started really developing more. So I think to me that's why personally they was clamping them up in the first half.
Now, what
Yeah.
what I was gonna say is that great players. Like honestly, like if you pay attention, like not saying pay attention, but just if you just rewatch some of them shits. Like I'm not taking nothing away from Boston. They did play necessary defense in that paint and outside, but when it came to them threes, they was like some of them threes, like then most of them three was they was open. They just missed them shits. Like 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 I said, like it's just like it was one of the moments where everything looked like it was going in. I promise you. It just I feel like sometimes when you be at a park and just that shit go in, rimmed out. Like what the fuck? The rim is just not it today. They had them opportunities. Them shit just not getting knocked down. So I blame them more of the players than credit more of the defense. But the defense, I'm not saying the defense was just not there. They were pressing on certain shots, on consistent shots. But what Boston did in the first half that they got away from in the second half is that they were rotating the ball and finding Jason Tatum in perfect spots so he can create more of the offense. And Kemba, like I said, Kemba got to show the fuck up. That's the problem, man. Kemba got to show the fuck up. Just like how he did in the play-in, he got to show the fuck up. At least about 25 points or better, because now that they're going to double team him, and then sometimes they send 1-1-1, as in like sometimes KD or something like that, he got to be able to like beat his man and get to the point. You know what I'm saying? Like I know Marcus Smart's like, you know, he is trying to be a spot up three. You know, sometimes that shit do be rocking. However, they got to get him even more open for him to knock them holes down. So Kemba got to be more of an attacker, a slasher, and going in instead of waiting for the ball to be found to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know how to. I feel like, dog, like sometimes, dog, when I be seeing them boys in the bonus, I'm like, y'all niggas should be attacking the rim. Get them paid 85. Because, you know, you're going to the line for 2. Like, and then I feel like sometimes them boys just trying to, like, look for a 3 or look for something else. And that go right back to the coaching. The coaching, once they had that timeout, they should, man, listen, look, we need to continue putting our foot on the gas, and they let go. And that fucked it up. And then I ain't gonna lie, like Williams, if his turf toe wasn't like that, he probably had way more than that. Cause yeah, I remember he playing on a turf toe, and he already in pain. You know what I'm saying? So he already knocking shit out the park. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm talking about
yeah,
Boston.
yeah. Wait. You no. I'm piggybacking off of what you said. I'm gonna let young cut it because I know he probably got a response to
Yeah,
that. But let me just say this real quickly. I got to piggyback off of what you just said. You put something in perspective. Fournier, three of 10. Jason Tatum, 6 of 20. Marcus Smart, he did somewhat okay, but still 6 of 13. Kimball Walker, what you just talking about, he ain't he got to show up. He shot 31%. That was 5 of 16. So I just wanted to add that in there. You know you was spitting facts on that. They were you talk about them hitting the shooting the shots, but they just weren't hitting them. That's evident right there. Go ahead, man.
no, that's all I had to say. I'm gonna let Young take off. But one more thing, Fournier, yo, he's fucking up, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I seen some of them play. He was just coming down in there, hitting a 3. I'm like, what the fuck is you doing? You came from Orlando. You were playing way better in
Yeah.
Orlando than how you got here. And then you playing all weird and shit.
He
So I
played
don't
better
know.
last game. He played better the previous game. I was I
That's
was
what I'm
I was
saying. And the
disappointed in
play-in.
him.
That's what I'm saying. But it's weird that he came here in this game and just started like doing some weird shit. He not looking for nobody. He was just going in there like he was like, a shooter or some shit. Just went inside. I'm like, bro, slow down the game. You supposed to be a point guard in a way, bro. Like, you feel me? You supposed to be really trying to control this shit. And I'm seeing him taking unnecessary threes. I know he got a mid range, and I know he could take it to the paint. It was just so many things that I felt like Boston shouldn't have been doing. As in, like, oh, continue feeding in the paint, continue going there. Come on, bro. But them boy was just like I said, in that first half, they did good. In that second half, they let them, that momentum from Brooklyn after that, like in the mid of the second quarter when he was coming back, still continue into the third, and that would fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I really want to blame it on the players or Brad Stevenson. Like, you know what I'm saying? He gotta like renegade that shit and really like control hit them timeouts. Like I was seeing from Atlanta on coach when Knicks was getting on certain spurts, he called the timeout quick. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me stop this shit. Pump. You know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of coaches nowadays that don't really do, what I'm saying, stop that run. You know what I'm saying? They let that run get so close and then they stop it. And that's a little problem I got with Steve Nash at times too. But yeah, like in that concept, like, yo, you use your timeout necessary and purposely. Stop certain runs. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What
Control the shit. Go ahead.
wait, what? My bad. Hey, that's a good point you brought up too. You see, coaches like that, him and Thibodeau. If you notice, that was a chess match. You know why? Because that they're old school coaches, and you talked about stopping the runs. A lot of old school coaches, they do stuff like that. And Nate McMillan is old school.
Yeah, I seen his ass hitting those timeout quick as fuck the other night. Like, them boys about to get on the run. Timeout, fuck that. I like, yo, he doing that shit right. Cause like I said, in Timberland, he fucked up at the end of the play, like bringing in, but you can't, like, you know what I'm saying? You can't bring somebody who haven't played down there all game to go play, you know what I'm saying? Trying to force, because I know they've been trying to force Trey to go left all, like, down there all day that day on Sunday. But, he found a way. Like, see, the thing about Trey, is making him better right now is that dog. He only took like 3 or 4 threes the other night. Before Nate got there, he was jacking them shits up. Collins wasn't getting fed correctly. Then a real coach came in. And the coach came in, told him, look, I know fuck all what you talking about. We're gonna play it this way, and you're gonna run by my play. But and now look what happened. Atlanta became like they were running like 27-11 once what you call it came there, and they've been winning like consistently in a way. So that's why I never gave up and I never tried Atlanta like, oh yeah, Knicks gonna like clean them and sweep them and none of that. I knew Atlanta gonna come out hard. And then you got to think about what he was doing before that. He got fined for saying, yo, everybody want the Knicks win. Like the mental aspects, it's like 90s, 80s coaching level. That's why I say they're so dangerous because they actually got a coach that really like old school mentality made just for the playoffs. Not regular season, but he did great in the regular season. But in the playoffs, when you study in the same corner for over a week and a half, man, that shit beautiful, dog.
You know, so responded that like, yeah, no, definitely score the ball. No, everyone has to chip in too. No, definitely, no, Tatum can't do it by himself. No, Kimber needs to step up. No, but I feel like few points off. Definitely a few points would help. But I feel like you can't rely on guys like Fournier. Can't rely on him. Can't rely on definitely Kimber. Cause like you saying Kimber needs that. I don't feel like he can. Cause he ain't been the same since he left with the Hornets. Cause the Hornets now. Cause when he went to the Hornets, he was the man. He was the focal point leader. He was the man that everybody rely on. And then once he got traded, he ain't that no more. He has another star with him, Jason Tatum. So he doesn't know because when now Jalen Brown's gone, now you the second option for the team now, and I don't feel like he don't know how to adjust that because he like never been that second option star. He was always the first, and definitely um that's definitely some players need to be off the bench at no because they can put Kimber and Payton at the same time for some few minutes depending on the matchup, and they'll make the face fast better. No, but and the damn lead the rookie no Brian Pritchard, he needs to play. He definitely make some contribution. They need to make some contribution for Smart and other people like Nish Smith, and watching watching Tatum score, but to me, that's why I said can't rely on Kevin because they need a better point guard. Because Tatum can score, no, but he ain't a point guard. If you're a point guard scoring 7 points in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, you ain't winning no shit.
Nah, I feel you on that shit. I feel you on that shit. It's just that, a lot of times we keep it's like I said, it's a lot of hybrid guards at point. I like what you said about Brian Pritchard. He should be playing right now. Have him at the one. Probably put Kemba at the two or something. Or probably coming off the bench. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
Um,
he should be off the bench. Yeah.
or something like that because like right now, like you said, Kemba is not really helping nobody right now, bro. Because he's a liability on defense, and I know Pritchard is hard, so I know he'll do something like that. I don't know if Kemba they like James Harden be trying to take advantage of Kemba. So definitely I see you on that point, definitely on that shit. Like I said, they just gotta come out better than what they did the other night. As in just in consistency. As in like making sure because he had 0 field goals in the second half and Tatum. And he only took 6 attempts. Yeah, he went to the line a couple times, but dog, like, yo, in them situations, dog, you gotta be ultra aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you got on me, you got on me. And then you gotta remember, Blake Griffin didn't score. I don't know if that was intentionally, because he ain't take no attempts at all. He was in the game for damn near over 20 minutes. So, And then Joe Harris, he didn't really showed up at all. It like I said, like it was just that big three. So imagine, dog. So look, like you gotta think about this, bro. Like the other teammates, the others as they call them, Joe Harris, the Bruce Brown, all them other players. If you look at it, dog, none of the boys showed up. Their team didn't show up. The big three handled the situation. That's great. I think that was a great start. As in, like, we need to figure out, okay, when nobody else is showing up, what can us three do? You know what I'm saying? And then it was let off by KD in that third quarter. And then Kyrie said, "Oh shit!" Dog, I love Kyrie so much, dog, cause like he happy, bro. Like he's really happy as a player right now. If you really pay attention, like their communication, especially him and KD. Cause even KD, like I seen KD had him he created some shoes with Kyrie naming it called Kai D or some shit like that. A combination of his style of the Kyrie's ones with the style fusion of KD. So their connection is deep. And I think that shit show value because right when he started, getting off, who stepped up even more? Oh, Kyrie. Like, okay, shit. All right, let me start doing my thing on defensive end and going on, and that led on with Harden. See, I like what you were saying about Kimba not learning. Oh, damn, how to take that back seat because he was the first. Shit, James Harden took that shit all the way to the third. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like I know a lot of people said like James Harden second or he's the second option. Nah, he actually the third. Keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Start with KD and then Kyrie just coming right there. And Harden knows and he went like that's how you know he's a great player when he like, bro, I thought the shit was just about winning. Fuck about how we doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's about winning. And I know nowadays if a team not blown out or if a team is not like, show true dominance, oh man, that was a cook. But not like it's that that was a shit. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a win is a win. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you go so like, 'cause yeah, I remember it came in at that first half. They was done at 20% everything in a way. You know what I'm saying? They were missing everything, all that shit. Boop, boop, boop. But they was so disciplined to come back in the second half and show that type of resilience. And that's great teams, bro. You gotta respect that shit. And I appreciate those because like I said, if Miami would have came out with that same intensity in that second half, they probably would have came back in. But they don't got no shooters. Uh, like Ticket said, they should have went from they should have went for James Harden when they had the opportunity, so they can have more more scoring on their end. It's gonna be a lot of teams this year after this playoffs or whatever happens. They're gonna realize, damn, I should have put more into that stock with James Harden as in grabbing somebody who I needed. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no only person who probably gonna be open for freedom if it's Kawhi. And that's like the only person who probably gonna be moving out of the next couple of years. 'Cause hey, if you look at everybody's placement, it seems like everything's set up. Like as in like some people just gonna be there for a while. Unless you're talking about teams like Minnesota where Karl Anthony Towns maybe move out of there, ask for a trade or some shit. But everybody look like they just stand with their team because it's pretty much what it is. But I don't know about the Clippers pretty much because if they lose in that first round, shit, I don't know if Kawhi gonna come back. I hope he do, but like I said, I feel like Kawhi once he left Toronto, I think that's where you kind of fucked up. Like you can't, you leave, you can't. Come on, bro. Like you just won a championship. The team is structured around just for you. They were built for just for him, and or a dynamic superstar in that role, and he just ain't run it back. So it was kind of fucked up. And I think just going to LA, you know what I'm saying, and PG just not really. I don't know if PG wanted or not, cause I like you know what I'm saying. It's like he give these spurts, and then nah, I'm kind of vibing. I'm like fuck, bro, like for real. 'Cause, like I remember when everybody was trying to put Ty Lue on the Nets. I'm like yo, come on, y'all boy vibe, bro. 'Cause like Ty Lue, bro, like I ain't got nothing against Ty Lue, but he only success he got was with LeBron. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't able to control that temperament between him and Kyrie. He wasn't able to do all that. So what type of like you know what I'm saying? Like is he really in their ears like that or is it just like, you just got the name value because he was with somebody. That's another thing too. 'Cause I feel like he as a head coach, You should find a way to capture get a solid team in that 2017, 2018 team. You should have kept that in the way for the next year, but they would trade off Kyrie to do it. It ain't make no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but hey, bro, yo, hey, Sterling.
Mm.
Hey, man, hey, who your MVP this year, dog?
Um, I know it'd be Jokic. I know Jokic would get the MVP. But to me, I feel like in my mind, I would definitely have to say Randall. Between Julius Randall and yeah, definitely be Julius Randall, in my opinion. Carrying the team on your back for like carrying the team on the back after people doubting, saying, "Oh, they can't do this, can't do that," and now now they're in the playoff spot for like I don't know how many years, and still,
Eight.
uh, crazy. That's crazy to me. That's
It been 8 years, 8 to 7 years.
8 7 years, and now
I'm gonna be
clinching.
on. I'm a yeah. What about you, Polo? Polo still there, or he something like that?
No, you in the chat. You said, "Wait,
Hey, see,
remind
I'm
me."
gonna be honest, dog. Like for me, dog, I just feel like I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, you want me to get, yeah. I think I already got one, big dog. I think when I typed in it was blue. So you already know. Uh, well, I'm finna say, dog, like you don't feel that disrespect that New York giving Carmelo, cause like they like how they saying like New York back, like it been a while, like bro, ain't Carmelo was just there, he took out there to the Eastern Conference Finals, like or the second round, probably not the Eastern Conference, but probably second round, like. I don't know, dog. I just feel like, dog, niggas got selective memory, bro. I'm like, oh, like, I don't know, man. The disrespect for Melo is kind of crazy, dog. Cause niggas be talking like, oh, we ain't have like, you know how they. I get it that you had a couple years missing, actual like, you know what I'm saying, good games and shit like that. But
Right,
like, bro, like it's just the disrespect, like, oh, like we ain't really had nobody like, oh, you know what I'm saying? They always go back to 20 years ago. We ain't I'm like, yo, nigga, it was about less than like 8 years, 7 years ago, like a couple years ago, nigga. Like, Melo was just here. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people still mad about Melo having New York trade every pieces over there, but it's like y'all wasn't like that when he got there. Y'all was happy as fuck. Fuck them pieces. Fuck them draft picks. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like when he ain't delivering your way that you wanted to, it's like fuck him. You don't want him. You know what I'm saying? And I can see why like certain niggas don't probably want to go to New York because that like that fan base is like you either like man, that shit kind of crazy in a way. Like they so supportive of the name of the team instead of like those selected players that come in. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones who actually did all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they still like when somebody gives them like as close to the promising as possible, like David Robinson and I mean Patrick Ewing. I said David Robinson. Patrick Ewing, people who came close enough for them, they'd be like, yeah, yeah. And in the '90s, it was more natural fans. Nowadays, too many casuals, so it's like nowadays people just watch. You know what I'm saying? Look at box scores. They talk about threes and not really watch the game. So it's kind of crazy like that's how you just gotta like having really conversations sometimes be kind of tough. 'Cause if you ain't really watch the game, you ain't really like really see that certain players besides the all-star players actually put in some help. Cause like the other day I seen people saying like, oh like D Wade, Bosh, and and LeBron. They run the championship. When I saw them games, I seen Sean Battier hitting them threes in clutch moments. I was seeing Mike Miller hitting threes in clutch moments. I seen so many different players. I said Jane Posey. Oh my God.
call that nigga clutch in the playoffs for the Heat. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like it's like the casuals forget those niggas, and they will say some reckless shit like, "Oh, LeBron did it by himself," or Steph did it by himself, or he did it by himself. I'm like, y'all niggas bugging. Like, gee, I can really tell y'all boys not really like appreciating the game as an all, because every nigga that's in the NBA right now is like they're in the top of the top. You know what I'm saying? Because they were selected. You gotta show some type of respect. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't call niggas bums. I just said niggas ain't play right. You know what I'm saying? That's disrespectful. As a especially how this shit is predominantly black, so it's like they want us to be disrespectful to our own. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like it's a crazy dynamic in that shit. So I try to stop all that. And, just be respectful as possible. Niggas just nigga blue check. Like them boys ain't want it, they ain't want it. I
like
ain't
they
gonna.
still got it. No matter how
Yeah,
you still had that skills. That's why I said people bash Melo too much. Like the Melo been scoring pretty average. Pretty average. Averaging pretty. Seeing him playing the playoff. Seeing him still scoring 17. It's like he still got it. Just that I don't like when people keep bashing the man while he's down. Just like because that man was looking for giving look for a chance opportunity for teams to really want him to get him, and then just people didn't want him until they are no Trailblazers and Dame Lillard. They gave that man opportunity, and he lived. He took that shit and ran with it. We gotta give Melo that respect.
I just feel like dog, he need to be around some people with high IQ, bro. Like I don't know if I'm being selfish on that shit. I wanted him to be around like a KD. I wanted him to be around like a LeBron. I wanted him to be around like a CP3 with like super high IQ. So like, you know what I'm saying? That dog, like, bro, like, so this shit can actually work. Like that Houston shit should have worked. It should have worked. Him, Harden, all them boys, they should have worked. That's crazy when he was playing with Harden. That's the crazy part. Like he played with that nigga too. And then when he went to Portland, like you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I love Damian Lillard as a player, dog, but it be times, dog, like like that three ball is his shit. That's his to go move. And I be
Right.
feeling like sometimes like I'm not saying like I guess he need that 16 to make that 8. But I be feeling like damn dog, you got that shit down to at least 10, take them other 6 attempts, turn that into something else. Cause dog, I feel like they like that should do help as in like trying to come back in the game and everything like that. But
Right.
when they in the lead, dog, they gotta be like they gotta like consistently just attack, not so much as just look for a three and just constantly attack, dog. Cause like I said, like sometimes I feel like Dame Lillard IQ be dropping sometimes in certain situations. Like he'll come up. I seen like this past season. I seen so many times when they had like probably a 1 or 2 lead, like a minute and a half left, and before before even 14 seconds hit the clock, niggas already pulling a three
Mhm.
coming up the court. I'm like, dog, don't do that. Come on, just try to run an offense. Try to like find a wide open nigga. I know you might be feeling it, but like, dog, you gotta. You know what I'm saying? High IQ, you gotta like evolve. Okay, do I got 2 guys in the paint for this re? Do I got somebody? You know what I'm saying? It's like set it up if you're gonna do it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get your guys in the best position to get at least an offensive rebound in the way. You know what I'm saying? I just be feeling like he be pulling some of that shit sometimes, and some of his teammates don't even know he was finna pull that shit. You know what I'm saying? But dog, cause like for them to go over the hump, dog, he gotta be calm. You know what I'm saying? He gotta be calm in certain situations and like really show that point guard ability because he a hybrid guard. It's too many hybrid guards playing point. You know what I'm saying? You rarely got original point guards. You got dudes who playing like other positions, being a point guard, but they really playing other positions. So that should be kind of a little nutty sometimes too. Oh shit. Mm.
Yeah.
Yo, hey, yo, who got in the Knicks in Atlanta series?
I feel like it's gonna be 1-1. I feel like it's gonna go all the way to Game 7 because both of these teams they
Mm.
young. They young.
Yeah,
You know, very young team, very young team, new in the playoff. Um, very tough teams. No, some of them, except for I think Seth Rose and Gibson had never had playoff experience, and so as some of the Hawks like Lou Williams, Nello, they had playoff experience, except for young guys. Seeing them, I think go all the way go game 7 because these teams, like I said, these teams and players are hungry. Trey Young, Randall,
Carlin.
John Moran. These young guys, these young guys trying to make a name in themselves. They don't have, they're gonna do whatever they can to get that win to try to achieve excellent playoff. And I love to see that. Very young guys. It's too many same old players. We always seen those same old players, superstars. Like I want to see new. I want to see something new. I want to see some new players do
Yeah.
achieve something. Yeah, yeah.
Now I feel you on that shit. I like growth. I like to see growth. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you see something that's been, like I said, there's so many players out here that been in the same format since they got here. As in, like in the league, they still play the same way since they got here. It's like the game. A lot of players haven't developed their game even more, even if they've been here for like 10 or 15 years, type of shit. But seeing them coming in and seeing how they like, yo, we not gonna take 8 years, 9 years to become all stars or all pros. We coming now. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Memphis, how they coming at Utah. You know what I'm saying? Like Utah, they got a lot of veterans on that team. However, these guys right here, they energetic and they got the IQ is growing as each game is growing, like as each game goes through. Cause you gotta remember, like they say, okay, it's like with them, right? It's like, cause they part of my generation as well. It just like we able to, if you teach us some shit and we learn some shit, like we don't take a loss as a loss. We take a L as a lesson and we learn from it. That was the L for a lot of probably previous generations. Oh, you lost. Oh yeah, you're a loser and all that. Nah, nigga, it was just a lesson I got taught. So next time I go back, I know what I need to do. And I think and I believe how these young players like a Luka, how a Trey, how a who else? John Morant, how
Man,
Dylan Brooks, and all of them type of players. They learning from each game. Like, okay, I know last game I had too many turnovers. I'm gonna keep that shit down. And they actually continue and they actually commit to it. Compared to like you might have a veteran. Ah man, I had a couple turnovers, but I'm gonna still play my game. And then and how that end up losing them. You see, it's like the development of minds is quicker than it was before. You know what I'm saying? Back as in like old generations, how they grew up. It took them a while, while this generation is just like on par. Like, okay, I'm on point. All right, I do that. All right, no problem. This, that, got you. And it's like, it's refreshing. You know what I'm saying? Because you seeing somebody who wanted more than the one that everybody say they wanted. You know what I'm saying? When I seen John Morant and I seen Dylan Brooks wanted more than Steph Curry, that shit felt great. Like yo, like cause niggas been writing them off like, oh yeah, Steph gonna get in the playoffs, beat Utah. I'm like yo, oh, can we play the games? Like it's to the point when like you have so many people who talk non-basketball so much, it hurts. Like you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't listen to them shows no more as it be, bro. Like them first takes or the Skip and Bayless and all that other shit. Cause I can hear the hypocrisy in their voice. Like bro, like what are you saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You make me want to just say, fuck it, let me watch each and every game. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, when somebody asks me,
mhm.
oh, who gonna win the finals, or who going, I said, nah, bro, I gotta enjoy this first round. I'm not
Right.
trying to skip to the finals. You feel me? It's like people trying to like that quick rush. Nah, nigga, I'm watching every game, and this is, oh, you know how refreshing it is. I ain't gonna lie, like when I seen that blowout, I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't watch that Miami shit. I couldn't. And I'm like, yo, them boys. They got punched in the mouth and they never recovered, bro. I was in and out with that shit. I ain't really back on. I wasn't really like bell to bell type of shit. All the other games I was bell to bell. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And especially with TNT, you know what I'm saying? Or NBA Live TV. Uh, I don't really like how like ESPN commentary, but usually I turn it down anyways. But yeah, bro, like bro, that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit, it feel great. That's why I'm not even thinking about the second round. I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm just watching each and every game because, dog, this playoff gonna be different, dog. We got like, first of all, you got a warm up game to get you warmed up, which is the Nets in Boston. You know what I'm saying? Because you got one team that everybody's like overly disrespecting, as in Boston, saying, yo, they're not gonna get a game, all this shit, and these all non-athletes. So hopefully, like I said, bro, it's like, and then I just want to see how the next one come out and see how the efficiency gonna come out in the second game. 'Cause this else I remember too, bro. Like I said, like. I think a lot of the first games, every game one was a different flow because a lot of them teams had a full like then they half like not even like half but 3/4 of full capacity. Vibrations are real, bro. Sound vibration and everything. So it's like you've been playing in a quiet gym all week and then you got a full house. You know what I'm saying? Some shit
Right.
you gotta get used to that back. You gotta get back used to that. So I feel like game two, game three, that's when we gonna really figure out who's who. In that situation because now you're getting settled with the crowd. Now you're getting all this. It's just certain players show up without like folding. You know what I'm saying? Like a Trey who didn't fold in the moments. Like okay, I like this. He wanted that sound. He wanted that loudness. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like a Randall in that situation who was like then that was 6 for 24 type of shit. Like he was trying to do too much. He was trying to force up too much because you got a crowd behind you now. Like, yo, go, you got it, Randall. Oh. While the whole year you just been quiet, you're focused. Just your teammates you hearing, not like a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I think a lot of people gotta get to adjusted to it, and then we'll find out like game two, game three. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to take all game ones is over now. Everybody had to take this. Game two started last night. That's why I think Denver kind of came back into themselves last night. Like, oh, okay,
Right.
let's get settled. You know what I'm saying? Cause like you get that crowd. Oh shit, these niggas loud tonight. Woo! Oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that concentration you used to have during the season. Like it's not there no more. Now you gotta like. That's why I'm saying like. That's why like if you look at how the bubble played last year and the playoffs this year. Think about it, bro. You got nobody in there. You just focus in your mind. You just focus. Compared to outside the bubble, when you got motherfuckers saying "fuck you," you know what I'm saying? Some wild shit, and it might trigger you. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, catch you and
I mean, it do my
you
trick,
might be
but like,
psyched.
yeah, it do my trick you, but like with
But I'm
like
saying,
example, like
yeah,
Trey Young and John Morant. Trey Young hit two floaters. John Morant hit a game, made a game
he eat it.
winning. So it just that's how it is. Like, can
Now I'm
you
saying them great players. Yeah,
right?
great players. Facts.
Like, can you handle that
What you
pressure?
saying?
Like, yeah,
Mm, facts. That's what I'm saying. That's how you separate them from like the great players and like that's what I'm saying. You'll know who is who. Fucking with nowadays. For real, for real. You'll know. Oh yeah, this nigga won it. That's what I'm saying. So it's like yeah, like I said, yeah, definitely, definitely.